It's Madden NFL 24, and we've got the Shamrocks' superstar running back. He was excellent in last week's game with 142 yards. It's the Shamrocks and the Bulls, and it's coming up next on Madden NFL 24.
Now from the so-called City Beautiful and home to the Madden Studios, this is EA Sports coverage of the National Football League from Orlando, Florida. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Bulls of San Antonio taking on the Shamrocks of Orlando. Hello again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Orlando team as they enter play. They come in just in an absolute free fall, losers of 7 in a row.
And this is where you turn to your best players and look at them and say, can you guide us out of this? We've got to be better than what we've shown.
Meanwhile, for our visiting San Antonio Ball Club, they come into this one knowing it. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. When you look at this defense, they come into this one down at the 27th position in the league, Charles, against the run.
And when people talk about facing a challenge, they are certainly getting one in this ball game because they are facing the #1 rushing unit in the NFL, which means this is going to be a contest they've got to be prepared for from the first snap.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. After last week's loss, you bet this offense probably wanted to come out with a little more fire than a 3-and-out.
And I'm sure that people are saying, hey, come on, Coach, what was the pregame talk? Have these guys ready to go? But you and I both know it goes into preparation and practice and being ready to go. That gives you the confidence to come out and play. They've got to find that fast.
So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the 1 interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33. Back to throw. Soto. Throw out wide is incomplete.
Well, he left no doubt about that one because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area, so it's not grounding, even though there's no way that ball was going to be caught.
From the gun on 3rd down. Soto. He finds his man. Complete. It's Shepard. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Back to throw again. He finds his man. Complete. That's Shepard. On the move past the 40. Still on his feet. And he's hauled away down to the 6-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 53 yards.
And normally when you think about huge field-flipping plays like this, it's that shifty slot receiver or that burner on the outside. Not here. That's a tight end doing work down the field. Where's the oxygen mask? He's going to need it after that one. A big, big play.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
You have to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of it.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bulls get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and they actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. This fielded right at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. 3rd down and 1. Looking to throw. O'Neal. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Blanton. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 15 yards on the play. First down. Up the middle they go. Blanton. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. When you look at this defense, they find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit, right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
On 3rd down, Blanton. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the first. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down. So they bring out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Throwing to start the drive. O'Neal. All right, rifles one, and that it's going to be intercepted. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Following the interception, they're set up nicely here, already inside the red zone, knocking on the door, if you will. 1st and 10. He finds his man, complete. It's man. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Back to throw. Soto. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on a final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Orlando with the football here to begin the second quarter. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Oh, nice move. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he'll get nothing out of that one.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And they'll try to run the option here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Nice pickup, 10 yards and a 1st down on the keeper. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Norris. And all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Shamrocks are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Taken at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Operating from the gun, Soto. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
They bring their punter out there now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Orlando takes back over on offense. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that's a...
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. A big play there on the catch and run. 57 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Looking to throw. O'Neal. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Back out comes San Antonio. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball to their territory.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Well, this is a half for not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
To throw on 3rd down. Soto. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 5. And it'll be 4th down. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And they'll send out their punter now. Standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanting the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides.
but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Throwing on first down. Soto. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Back to throw. Soto. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
One final go for this offense here in this first half. And they'll start with a short field following that turnover as they look for points here before the break. Throwing to start the drive. O'Neal. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. O'Neal. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And on now is the punter as he's on to kick it away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have the show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll send you cross town to our studios here in Orlando and check in with the coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. Well, the first half very even. I mean, really in all facets. This ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Off the play fake. Soto. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They run the counter. Blanton. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 61 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Soto got his man complete over the middle. That's Shepard. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They'll run on 1st down. Blanton. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Here's a 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Soto. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Shepard. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down. But from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Back to throw. Soto. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bulls have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good 2nd half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the 2nd half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. O'Neal. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. On 3rd down, O'Neal. Pressure comes and down he goes. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5. He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
44-yard punt, return of 9. Back out comes San Antonio. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On first down, Soto. Throw left side complete. That's Mann. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Back to throw. Soto. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. On first down, Blanton, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The slot man in motion right. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he'll go down, and that will do it. Action. Three quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back live to Orlando. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Blanton. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bulls look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to having a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Orlando takes back over on offense. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the first one for the 2nd one to even matter.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. 2nd and 6. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. O'Neal. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. So he fought off off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. On 1st and 10, O'Neal. And that one too wide and incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Back out comes San Antonio. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 2. Off play action. Soto. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Orlando takes back over on offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. O'Neal. And that one to the right side and incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. And touchdown. A great effort there. 67 yards. And the Shamrocks have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. This taken in at the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And he can't escape, and down he goes. They get him that time thanks to the safety blitz as he sank for a loss of 4. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. The situation for them offensively as follows. Down by 7, 1:55 remaining. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on 1st down. To the sideline and incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle. Kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it. So it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Now this throw caught left side. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Back to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he is going to have a 1st down here. And that should be the one that seals a victory. And they take a knee. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So for San Antonio, the win gets them a step closer to 500 at 5-6. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for Orlando, the playoffs look to be out of reach now as they drop to 4-8. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.